her children from eternal damnation by drowning them. In the case of Polynice in Florida, she believed she was told that God told her to exorcise demons from her 6-year-old son. Much different cases, but similar in some ways with the aspect of
Absolutely.
mental health and awareness.
And Todd, what we heard from Wanda in Florida, the mother in this case, is that after her son died, she was waiting on him to come back to life, to be resurrected, because she thought now that the demons are gone, that he would be fine.
She thought that the demons were gone, and in her mind, she was thinking that. In fact, when police arrived in that arrest warrant, they were saying that she even went over to the boy and kept telling him, I'm sorry, as if he was alive. They allowed her to see the boy before they took her away when she was arrested. So she was believing she could still communicate with him. He apparently, they're thinking that the last time she said she spoke with the young boy was on the 18th of May. He wasn't found to the 30th, so he was deceased in his room in the home. Certainly was a horrendous sight for a few weeks inside that home.
And what is clear here in both the Andrea Yates case and in Wanda Polynice's case out of Florida that we're talking about tonight, mental health issues. And
Yeah.
it's like, where are family members, where are friends when this type of stuff is going on? I mean, you can't really blame anybody else, but you can say, check on your family members, your friends, your relatives to see that they're okay,
Yeah,
especially if young children are involved.
and if you remember with the case of Andrea Yates, so many people were alleging that the husband was neglecting her. And Yates had a documented history of psychiatric hospitalization and suicide attempts. Her husband and doctors were aware of her fragile mental state. With Polynice, the one in Florida, apparently authorities had responded to prior domestic calls to the home, but there was no signs of child abuse. So in this case, they knew some weird stuff was happening in the home, but it didn't lead them to believe that she would actually harm her child. Unfortunately, in both of these cases, the children are now deceased.
Now, this mother is charged with second-degree murder. They denied bond for her. Will it stay on that criminal path, or will someone step in, a defense attorney, and say, look, there needs to be a psychological evaluation. We need to take a different route here?
Well, I'm not a legal expert, so I couldn't speak from a legal standpoint, but for looking at this from a journalist and from a community member, you've got to think, what's going on with this woman? Andrea Yates, if you remember with her attorney, they brought in the case and looked at her psychiatric issues she'd had over the years. It was very well documented.
Mm-hmm.
This case, I would imagine any good defense attorney would come in and say, we need a psychological evaluation and even see if she's fit to stand trial. Of course, I'm not a legal expert, but that seems like the road that they're going down.
Absolutely. Todd Duplantis from the Road Beyond podcast. We're always glad to talk to you. Usually it's something fun, something silly, but this is reality, a sad situation. And of course, we want to wish the family the best. This has to be a tough time. 6-year-old little boy didn't show up for school for 2 weeks, now gone forever. Just heartbreaking.
It's completely heartbreaking, but it brings out this case of mental illness, which quite honestly, for the past, 5 or 6 years, it's been brought into the forefront. It's something that really needs to be addressed in this country at a larger level.